What's up, YouTube? It is your boy JB, and I am here today with the review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. You guys, I'm back reviewing Love and Hip Hop, season 4, episode 13. Now, I don't know why this is the continuation of season 4 for Miami and the continuation of season 10 for Atlanta. That makes absolutely no sense to me, but it is what it is. So this is season 4, episode 13. The episode is titled "Make Some Noise," you guys. So before we go ahead and get into the review, if you guys are watching this video or any other on the channel and aren't subscribed, I need you guys to do me that solid favor and stop taking me out on this date and having me pay for it at the end of it. You guys know you can do me that favor by liking the video, you guys, subscribing to the channel, turning on your post notifications, and also sharing the video. And with that out the way, you guys, without further ado, let's get into Love and Hip Hop Miami, shall we? All right, you guys. So I'm gonna go in order, not order of the show, but I'm gonna go in order of my notes. So I'm gonna start up with Trina. So we see Trina. Trina is, doing some rehearsals for a tour that she's on. So she is on the Legends of the Street tour, and that tour consists of 2 Chainz, Gucci Mane, Rick Ross, and Jeezy, and she is the only lady that is on the bill. So congratulations to Trina for that one. So Trina also has the same management team that she had last season. Now, last season, the management team, I'm so surprised that Trina didn't fire those people, because those people were KD them was all coming off incompetent last season, like they didn't know what they were doing with Trina, making her late to shit and all that kind of stuff. So she still has them on. So we see Joy. So Joy tells us that, she and David, they are still going good and going strong with each other, and that they are moving in together. And I just still think to myself, like, girl, you and Trick are not divorced, huh? Don't plan on getting divorced? Okay, cool. I'm actually glad with Joy and Trick that we've stopped talking about that divorce, because remember, season 1 and season 2, that's all they talk, and season 3, the divorce. I'm glad we stopped talking about it. So Trina's talking to Joy about her relationship with Raymond, and the fact that, they have their wedding coming up, and that Trina is basically in control of the wedding. Raymond has no say so. Only thing for Raymond to do is show up to the wedding and say, "I do." So then we do see Trina, and she's at the show. She says that the management has done everything, and we see, her crew is there to support her. Trick is there. Trick is like, this is the Legends of the City tour, and they didn't even invite me. Well, Trick, they probably don't consider you a legend, even though, Trick, in his own right, Trick has some music that you know it when you hear it. So I ain't gonna take that away from Trick. I'm not gonna say Trick is not a legend. I'm not gonna do Trick like that. So we see Joy is there with David. Snoop is there with his wife. Snoop is Trina's older brother, right? So Joy lets us know that she feels some type of way about the fact that Trick said on Norie's podcast that he's a part of the Eat the Booty gang, and people was thinking that Joy was eating Trick's booty. Ugh. Child, when I think about people who would want to eat Trick's ass? Who would want to have sex with Trick? That ain't no slight to Trick, that ain't no shade to Trick. But the way that Trick looks today, he looks like Esther Roll, a burnt up version of Esther Roll. Just saying. So while I don't know, at one point in the episode, at one point in this scene, Snoop pulled Trina's man Raymond to the side, right? So he wanted to have a conversation with Raymond about a situation that happened with Bobby. I'll talk about Bobby in just a minute, but let's go ahead and just get into this. So there's an altercation that happened between Bobby and Raymond. Raymond says him and Bobby didn't get into a fight. He says that, he open-handed slap Bobby, but shit, if you open-hand slap me, I'ma punch you in your fucking face. Like, keep your hands to yourself. Like, the fuck? Because he feels like Bobby is a liability to the, Trina's brand. Okay, and if Trina ain't cut her cousin off, why are you? Like, I was confused by that. If Trina ain't done nothing if Trina don't have an issue with her cousin, obviously Trina hasn't had an issue, because Bobby fought in season 1 with Alvin. Bobby fought his, Malik And oh boy, Bobby has done a lot. Bobby has gotten into a lot of shit with around Trina, and she ain't cut Bobby off yet. So why do you have such an issue with it? You know, I'm just kind of confused by that. But I'm gonna pause here, you guys, and we're gonna move forward. All right, you guys. Next up, let's go ahead and just get Amara out of the way. Amara La Negra. So she's back. She's pregnant with twin girls, which her daughters are beautiful. I saw her daughters on Instagram. She posted them. Now, you guys remember last season Amara had a miscarriage. So Amara was explaining what happened with the miscarriage that she had. So the miscarriage was that she was pregnant with triplets, but she lost one of the babies. So she's still pregnant with her twin girls. So then we see Princess come over to the house. You know, she and Princess, they talk, you know, Princess talking about she got baby fever. I'm like, say what? And Amara brings up the her and Ray's divorce. Well, no, she brought up her and Ray's divorce. And Amara was like, I thought that was, you know, she didn't take that seriously. Girl, nobody takes Ray and Princess and this never ending divorce seriously. I just don't feel like those two are ever gonna get a divorce. And to be honest with you guys, I don't care if they do or if they don't. Just keep it off of social media. Please keep it off of social media. That's all I ask for you to. So Amara says that, you know, Alan, they're still engaged. He's in the Dominican Republic. He didn't come for the gender reveal, but she hopes that he comes for, you know, the baby shower. And he hasn't been a part of her pregnancy. So then we see Amara having that baby shower. That baby shower was over the top. So Alan didn't make it to the baby shower. I'm like, why are you surprised? If he didn't come for the gender reveal, why are you so surprised that he didn't come? But okay. So we see Neri there and Princess are there. So Neri tells us that her juice bar is open, that Nori has been very supportive. He sent some of his celebrity friends there. Then this guy named Gio went and told Amara, like, hey girl. So yeah, it's a lot of people outside the door. Amara had a temper tantrum. I'm like, girl, it ain't really that deep that you having this big ass meltdown. Like, it ain't that deep. I get it, you mad that people are outside, but and then we saw the baby shower. I'm like, girl, is this a baby shower or what? Because this, I mean, she went all the way out. But hey, her first kids, I'm not gonna judge her. But hey, let's pause here and go ahead and move forward. So next up, you guys, let's discuss Bobby. So Bobby is back. Now, here's a question I have. Here's the thing that is interesting about Bobby, because you guys know Bobby has a show that's coming out on Zeus Network where Roland Ray is helping him find love. So that's not a conflict of interest, him being on Zeus and VH1. I guess they worked out a deal. So also the other question that I have with Bobby. So you guys remember when we first were introduced to Bobby, Bobby wanted to be a rapper. So is Bobby not rapping anymore? But he's DJing, and he's gotten into EDM. I like EDM, you guys. I will say that I do like EDM. So Snoop came to visit him to check on Bobby, because Bobby says that, you know, he's been distant from the family for quite some time. So, you know, Snoop tells him about he's had a conversation with Bobby's dad. You guys remember last season, Bobby's dad wanted him to come see him. Well, his dad feels like that was just for TV. And Bobby's like, if I had known that this shit would have happened, I wouldn't have even taken that phone call from him. So then Bobby tells about him and Raymond getting into it with one another. So Bobby says that they were at a club. He asked Raymond if Raymond had some weed that he could roll up. He said no. He says, not even a little bit, that I can roll a little blunt. He says, no, because I don't fuck with you. So Bobby said, okay. Bobby said, okay, I remember that. And then he said he don't fuck with Bobby, right? So then Bobby said the next thing he knows, Raymond got a bottle in his hand and he hit him with it and his nose was bleeding. Yeah, I wouldn't fuck with that. I wouldn't fuck with him either. And I'm more inclined to believe Bobby. You guys can let me know who you believe in this scenario. I'm more inclined to believe Bobby. I believe Bobby. All right, you guys, so let's pause with Bobby and move forward. All right, you guys, so Florence L. Luce, she and Marlon are back, and I was like, oh my God. This was a storyline that drove me crazy last season. Florence, Marlon, Gaelle, and that one her girl that Marlon didn't, that storyline last season, that whole thing between those five was the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. So Florence is telling us that, she and Marlon, they've decided to work things out with each other, and they've also recorded a track with one another. Now, they did play the track, and I was like, okay, that's a hot track. So they're also celebrating their son's graduation from the first grade. So Florence is talking to their mother about Gaelle, because Gaelle is the only person that isn't there, because Gaelle don't see it for Marlon. She feels like Florence should divorce Marlon. So I'm like, oh my God, this again. So it's finna get worse. Okay. So then at the end of the episode, we see Florence and Marlon. They're performing their song. Once they finish performing their song, who's there? Gaelle is there. I was like, oh shit, here we go with the bullshit. And it happened. So Gaelle tells Florence, like, hey, I didn't know, you didn't tell me about you guys having a performance, right? Like, I had to find this out through Facebook. I was like, girl, not Facebook. So then she says, and the song, I found out about the song from Facebook. So Gaelle is pissed off at Florence because she feels that Florence is putting Marlon before her and she has lost her sister. Well, girl, if the shoe fits, wear it. Because, I mean, you knew that Marlon had hit on your girl. And you didn't say nothing to your sister. Florence should have cut your ass off and Marlon's ass off. Baby, I would have cut both of them motherfuckers off. Like, you knew about it. You fucked with the bitch. And then you knew he fucked with the bitch. And I'm your sister. Fuck you, Gaelle, and fuck you, Marlon. Like, that's what I would have said. But it is what it is. Now, I want to know one thing and one thing only. Why does everybody have to be the Jay-Z and Beyonce of something? Because Marlon said him and Florence want to be the Jay-Z and Beyonce of compa. Oh, I was like, okay. Why do we have to do this to ourselves? I mean, I get it. Jay-Z and Beyonce are things to aspire towards, but damn. Does every couple have to be the Jay-Z and Beyonce? Why can't y'all be the Oprah and Stedman? Why can't y'all be the Barack and Michelle? Why can't y'all be Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade? Like, there are so many. Child, they always want to be the Jay-Z and Beyonce of whatever. So, at one point, Florence, Gaelle, and Marlon was getting into it because I guess Gaelle got something else that she needs to tell Florence. I was like, what the hell now? Because you're like, you should know, Florence. I was like, what should Florence know now? And she says, and so Florence told Marlon to come over. Gaelle walked out. They walked out behind Gaelle. I'm not talking to you. Gaelle walked out. And when she walked out, they followed behind her. I'm not talking to you. Damn. They followed behind her. And I am not talking to you. Okay. They walked out, right? And when they walked out, they got into it. And then they said that you're drunk. So Florence tried to take her drink from her, and Gaelle was hitting at her. She said, I just got my boobs done. And Gaelle's like, I don't care. Y'all, that shit was kind of funny. I will give you that. It was funny. But let's pause here, you guys, and wrap up the episode. All right, you guys. So, to wrap up the episode, Suki is back, you guys. So, we see Suki, and she's trying on wedding dresses. And I will say, Suki did look really beautiful in that wedding dress. So, she and Kill Bill, they in a good space with each other. But then one of her friends noticed, like, girl, you ain't got your engagement ring on. So, she was like, she threw her engagement ring at him because he went and got her some old-ass flowers from Publix and some half-eaten oxtails. I was like, girl, oh my God, I cracked up. So Suki has been touring, and she want to get back to her fans. So she said she's gonna have a sale at the Good Cat. You know, it's a store for the hoochie mamas and the hoes. God, Suki is a lot, you guys. So you guys know her cousin was running her store, right? Well, he ain't answering the phone, and she found out that he did a video shoot in front of Popeyes. I was like, the ghetto. So then we see Suki. She on her way to her store, right, for the the sale that she having at the Good Cat. Now I want to know, why was she having a sale at the Good Cat at night? Cause girl, it was pitch black. It was pitch fucking black, and then the store was pitch black. She said his old stank ass ain't answering the phone. I died laughing at that part. So then her makeup artist calls her because they were gonna do some touch ups on her, and she's like, "Girl, your store is closed. The door is locked and the lights are off." She said, "Isaiah's not there." She's like, "No, girl, Isaiah ain't here," and there's a lot of people outside of the store. So they get to the Good Cat. They go inside, and she said it smelled like feet and Black and Miles. I was like, "Girl, what the fuck?" Oh, so then the door opens at one point, right, and this woman comes in there. And they were like, she was like, "How did anybody get in here?" So the one was like, "I got one question to ask you. Why aren't you on Google? Do you take your business seriously?" Why did that woman say that, baby? Suki was ready to fight that woman. She told her to get the fuck out. "We're gonna beat your ass." I was like, Suki, you gonna beat a customer's ass? But you know what? Suki does give that vibe that she would definitely fight a customer if you get out of line with her. She gives that vibe. But you guys, let me know what you thought about this first episode of Love and Hip Hop Miami. It was okay, you guys. It was okay. I could rock with it. Hopefully the season is not like last season wasn't boring. It just, I think the element that was missing from Love and Hip Hop is the cast interacting with each other, because everybody had their solo scenes and nobody interacted with one another. And I think that was what was so bad about Love and Hip Hop last season. Miami, Atlanta, it was the transplants. It was all the transplants in Atlanta. But you guys, let me know what you guys thought about it. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and share the video, you guys. And until the next time, stay safe out there, you guys. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Socially distance, you guys. Be blessed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.